and welcome to this how-to video by Barco Residential. Within this video, we want to have a look at our warp to center function, which is exclusive to our 16:9 projectors. Warp to center is one of two scaling functions available within the Prospector platform, allowing us to manage content of differing aspect ratio and displaying it on either a 2.0:1 or CinemaScope aspect ratio screen. The Warp to Center menu is located within Prospector under the main image menu. Within this menu there are two functions: a toggle switch enabling or disabling the Warp to Center feature, and a scaling factor that determines how much the image is centered to the screen. To make more sense of that, let's quickly have a look at a couple of examples before I tell you how to calculate the scaling factor to use for the different aspect ratio and different screen types. As you can see, the projector's output is constant at 1.78:1, as denoted by the red output container. The content, however, in this case is CinemaScope 2.37:1, filling the proportion of the screen we wish. The output container, however, containing the black bars letterboxing the content, is projected onto the surrounding screen frame and front wall. To help mask the overscan of this, it's important to ensure that your front wall is as dark as possible. This will also help to increase the perceived contrast and image brightness. When we switch to 16:9 content, that content fills the output container of the projector, projecting over the frame and onto the screen wall, until we engage Warp to Center. At that point, you can see the image is scaled to fill the height of the screen, and a proportion of the left and right of the screen is remained blank, where masks will close to frame this. Likewise, as we transition to 2.0 content, the image gets wider until we replay our CinemaScope content, at which point we can turn off our Warp to Center function. Note that as we change to 2.0, we'll also need to change the scaling factor from that of our 16:9 content, likewise if we play 1.85:1 or other similar aspect ratios. So how do we calculate the Warp to Center scaling factor? We divide the content's aspect ratio by the screen's aspect ratio. So in this example, we'll assume we have a screen with aspect ratio 2.37:1 and we wish to display 16:9 content. Therefore, we divide 1.78 by 2.37, providing a scaling factor of 0.75. We can then enable Warp to Center. This will display the content correctly at its full height within the CinemaScope screen. We can then deploy the masking to frame the screen left and right, increasing the perceived contrast ratio. I recommend you always change the scaling factor first before enabling the Warp to Center toggle switch. This will provide cleaner switching between aspect ratios and won't make a difference if Warp to Center is already engaged. Thanks for watching the video. Feel free to contact us if you need further support.